What to do, YouTube? COD2K15 coming back at you with another breakdown video. In today's video we're going to break down the missions and Land of Dragons. There are only 3 missions that are necessary to do before you can progress on. So I'm just going to go step by step on how to take care of those easier for a casual playthrough on Crit. So as you can see here, there are 3 treasure chests in this area. Just come over here, grab them real quick, and press on. Before we go to the Moogle shop though, I want to go over customization. It's actually, learn it. It's worth taking the time to learn the customizations for this game because it can rather help you or it can rather help or hurt you. Basically, I like to put most of my party members on sword attack. The only party member that's the exception is Goofy. Sometimes he helps me, sometimes he stays out of the way. It's really just hit or miss. But with the exception of Goofy, I like to be the heaviest hitter on my team, so that's just personal preference. The thing is, whenever you come into a new world, regardless of whatever it is, and there is a playable party member that you add, they always come with items. Now you want to take those items from them because you can use it better. You will be able to use it to your advantage rather than they could. Regardless of whatever customize you put them on, they'll always throw it. They'll always pretty much just waste them. And at the beginning of the game, because you don't really have a lot of money, it helps to get those extra potions, ethers, whatever. So if you haven't visited a Moogle shop until this point, go ahead and come to this dude real quick and just go into under the synthesize. As you can see here, you get a free elixir just for getting one type of material. I'm pretty sure you got a couple from Hollow Bastion, and you just picked up 2 from those treasure chests, so you'll be fine. Even if you didn't get any from Hollow Bastion, you'll be fine. There you go, you got a free elixir. Stockpile those. You definitely want to save those. And kind of skipped over it, but mithril items they help. They're very helpful for synthing end-game stuff. And also for mithril shards, stone, gems, crystals, you can synth those. You can make those, but you just cannot buy those. Those are the only items, and crystals are the only items that you cannot buy. As for Serenity and I think there's a few others. But those are the few materials that you cannot buy. Most materials you can buy once you get to a certain amount of them. But save those. Those will help you synth, like elixirs, for example. You need mithril stones, dark stones, power stones to synth elixirs. It helps just to have a lot of those, so you can just start making those really quick in the beginning or middle of the game. Alright, now we're going to jump into the first fight of the Land of Dragons, and as I did in my previous video, I'm just going to do the fight and I'll explain it afterwards. So until then, just enjoy some game. Alright, with that, it's pretty simple. Just jump, get the shadows to surround you, land, 2 fires, and since you are playing on Crit, you have finishing plus. So 2 fires and then a 3rd hit. You'll be able to just do 2 fires and then a normal attack, and that should get any surrounding shadows and basically finish them off. There's about between 2 and 4 that need to be left on the field for the Nightwalkers to spawn. Just deal with the Nightwalkers first. You want to deal with them first. The way to deal with those, the easiest way to deal with those, because they spawn in kind of like a flat way, just jump and just hit them first. A full air combo will kill them, granted if you do not whiff. So deal with the first one. Go ahead, deal with the second one. The second one will always spawn next to you. so just keep your eye out for it. That one also spawned that kind of like that flat stance. And deal with just those two. Those are the only two that spawn in that mission, or whatever, fight, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to jump into the surprise attack, and I'll just break down that one after the fight. Okay, with that fight, there are 4, maybe 5 Nightwalkers that spawned the entire fight. There's the 2 that you've seen. Basically, the only thing I can really recommend with that one is just pick one and rush him. Full air combo, just take him out, deal with him as quickly as you can, then deal with the other one accordingly. The other one will try and knock you out of combo. If that happens, just land, reposition yourself, and get back into the fight when you feel you're ready. That fight, take away the morale bar. Don't even worry about that. Your morale will be fine. When I was actually studying these fights, I died more times to getting hit in Heartless than I did I failed the mission by dying more than I did the morale bar completing. So that gives you a sense. I mean, the difference between vanilla Kingdom Hearts 2 and Final Mix is that morale bar is still, it depletes faster. But, on the same hand, the Nightwalkers and Storm Riders, which you're about to see, give more morale orbs. So it kind of, it stays balanced. But for that fight, it's going to be 3, actually 4 that spawn in that first couple seconds of that fight. Take one Nightwalker, another one spawns. Take out another one spawns. They will not stop spawning until there is only 2 shadows left on the field. Take care of the Nightwalker right when he spawns, and then mop up the rest of the shadows. And there you go. Surprise attack is done. Now we're about to move into the ambush, and you're about to see our I don't even know what to call him. Storm Rider. He's a nuisance. He's annoying. He's a heavy hitter. He's just no fun. But I'm gonna show you how to deal with him. Okay, so with that fight, it was actually pretty sloppy on my behalf because I just found out something. But Storm Riders, I just actually made an example out of myself. With them, the only real way to deal with them is 2 empty air combos, but quick. I'm talking, you are going to be smashing these out fast. Alright, Kingdom Hearts really has that reputation of press X to win. Kind of in the sense for this, but for crit, you have to mash them out. If you're slow at mashing them out, you'll slip up, you'll whiff, or whatever, and they'll retaliate quicker than you can actually get that out. The reason why I say 2 empty air combos is 1 empty air combo staggers him enough for you to get another empty air combo in, and that puts him on the ground. Then just do a normal air combo, full air combo, and he's done. If you can get at least 2 empty air combos, you can back off, and you can't just blizzard him, and that's it. That's that on that. He's done, he's finished, whatever. But a backup strat for that is two empty air combos and blizzard. And he's good. You don't have to worry about him. Now, talking about the fight itself, there's shadows in this one that spawn first. Unlike the last one, this one, it's shadows. And shadows are just 2 fires and a normal attack. There's going to be about roughly between 2 and 3 shadows that are still going to be in the field when the Nightwalkers finally spawn. When they spawn, deal with them first. Like in the previous mission, surprise attack, there's going to be, once you take out one, another one spawns. Mop up all of those accordingly, but take your time. If you whiff, mess up, whatever, back off, potion if you need to, and get back into the fight. As you see there, I was taking my time. That was a perfect example. If you can take your time with these fights, you will be fine. After you mop up all of them, that's when the Storm Riders spawn. Storm Riders, 2 empty combos, and then a finisher, and he's done. The reason why I say mash him out is because once you get the empty combos in, as soon as you land, you have to jump and do another one, or he's going to have enough time to retaliate. His retaliations, they're devastating. Alright, I can't tell you how many times I died to his little fire retaliation attack. That thing is almost a one hit. If you're not at full HP, that thing can be a one shot. So we gotta watch out for that. You gotta be quicker than the AI is. Remember, they're AI. You are smarter than they are. Trust me. And then you see there was 2 Nightwalkers and a Storm Rider. Not that big of a deal. Take them out one by one by one. Deal with the Nightwalkers accordingly. Try and stay away from that wall though. Try and stay away from that wall. That is for surprise attack and ambush. Stay away from that wall. That will be your downfall because you'll get stuck up on that wall and then they'll just toss you around like a rag doll. Stay away from that wall. And for ambush specifically, go in there, bring some ethers with you. You just got 2 free ethers. Why not use them? If you want to, back off, use Blizzard on those guys. Nobody's saying you can't. Nobody's saying you have to just rush in and just attack them or whatever. Blizzard's very useful against them. I would say fire against the Nightwalkers, but it's not consistent enough for it to work. You're better off just mashing out a full air combo. If you want to, just Blizzard. Blizzard it's a wonderful thing. It wasn't really helpful too much in the Bailey fight because it was kind of hard to aim. It was kind of hard to aim and see who you were hitting. You were just blindly just using it, and that's where you kind of like, I guess, it wasn't consistent with using Blizzard in the Bailey fight. Here, it's consistent. It works. It's just as a heavy hitter as using your Keyblade, and if you want to do that, I do recommend if you do that strat, at least bring 1 potion, the rest ethers. You do have Goofy or Mulan if you want to. Throw some ethers on them. Alright, don't forget and put them on Sora attack. If you do decide to go with that, Sora attack and ethers. Alright, they will help you before they help themselves or your allies or whoever else. So, nobody's saying you can't do that. It helps. It's a, I guess, quote-unquote cheese, if you will. And nobody's saying you can't do that. But, I'm gonna go into the search mission real quick, and it's very self-explanatory. But, I'll explain that after. Alright, but that fight is the only time morale is actually important. This is the only mission that morale is important. And I only say that because you've seen how fast my morale was depleting. Compared to the other missions, it was not depleting nowhere near as fast. Take that into consideration when doing this. The enemies spawn in a very specific order every single time. It's always counterclockwise. Alright, first is going to be shadows, and then there's going to be 3 Nightwalkers in the end. Nightwalkers are very spread out. Deal with them one by one. Alright, it's not that big, they're not overwhelming. Up until this point, you've been dealing with more Nightwalkers than it was before. So they're not that big of a deal, they're not that hard. But that is actually the only one mission that I will say morale is important. Here we're just going to pick up a couple chests. There's only going to be a couple enemies, cyclones, not cyclones, I'm an idiot, that's the RC. Nightwalkers and soldiers. They're not that big of a deal. Okay, maybe they're about to make me my words here. Yep. Okay. I need to get to see which item I just picked up. Oh, bright shard. Okay. Bright shards. I want to say you can't buy those, but I could be wrong. Still, I would say just keep it for safe measure. You did get a new ability though. I think it was either a level up or pretty sure it was a level up. Yeah, it was a level up. Once you reach level 9, you get a combo boost, and that helps if you do ground relative combos. Personally, I don't do ground combos. I like to focus on air combos because they are faster and they are a heavier. They hit harder, pretty much. So, let's come over here and grab another one. And you got a high potion. See, high potions, ethers, potions, they're scattered. A lot of them. There are a lot of them throughout this entire game. Use them to your advantage. To deal with soldiers effectively, I found out you'd be better off just using Blizzard and baiting out rather their RC, but a normal attack. Cause I like to do this cartwheel air thing, and it actually hits harder than you think, and it's annoying to say the least. But Blizzard, bait out the RC, bait out the normal attack. If you bait out the normal attack and you guard it, just do a normal combo, ground combo for them, because they are so low to the ground, it is hard to do the air combo. But this is the, mountains, there we go. Mountain segment of Land of Dragons, and this is pretty self-explanatory. If before the Bailey fight, if you used the Valor form before the Bailey fight to deal with all those enemies, you should be close to getting to level 2 at this point. And this will actually help you get to level 2. You could get to level 2, rather go through the missions, do whatever. I found this to be an easier way to get to level 2. So that's actually what I'm going to do here, is just use Valor. There's no real strat to use Valor. Mash out X and hope to God you don't get hit. Let's go! The thing about Valor form though, and with any forms, is you have to have Goofy in your team, or no, you have to have rather Donald or the World's Party member in your team to do Valor, and have Goofy for Wisdom. Get those mixed up, you know, the attack and the you get the idea. This is it. Yeah.
Take this.
See? Level 2. Just like that. And come over here and get this treasure chest real quick. Hey, look at that. Another mythical shard. Alright, well, you can just fight this guy if you want to. See what I mean? Goofy can either help you or he can hurt you. And right there, he actually just helped me. So, clutch. Goofy came with that clutch. Alright, never do that. That was scary. I am glad I staggered him enough, and it killed him. Finishing combos on Storm Riders are the most terrifying thing because they can rather go from being staggered and then quickly jump into their retaliation. It's so unpredictable and so inconsistent when dealing with them if you have the full combo. That's why I always recommend 2 empty combos if you do decide to go with the physical aspect of that fight. If you decide to go with magic, don't worry about it. Just back off, Ammo Blizzard, you're good. Now with that fight, you don't really need to necessarily go in with any ethers or potions or whatever. This whole time I've been running 3 potions, so it's not that big of a deal. Puzzle pieces. It's a new aspect. If you're new to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, puzzle pieces are to get items that you cannot normally synth. Rather it be Grand Ribbon, a AP boost, and you can synth those, but it's a free one. Why not? Just to get some puzzle pieces to a puzzle? Why not? But as you're coming in from the gate, and come over here in this area, you're going to take a right. It's going to be like this, and you're going to see the mobile right here, and then you're going to go in this back alley right here, and it's going to be on top of that haystack. I already got it, but... And to get the one up... Don't know if you can see that really well. Yeah, there it is. Okay, to get that one, I'm pretty sure there's other ways, but I found this one out today. You can actually still get up here and get the puzzle piece without any high jump or any of that fun stuff. So you're good there. But that is the missions. To sum it all up, take your time with it. They're not that big of a deal. They're not overwhelming. If you use the advice I gave to deal with the Storm Riders, to deal with the Night Walkers, then you'll be fine. Those fights will be nothing to you, and you'll be just going through them left and right. In my next video, I will be explaining the cave mission right there, and the timed mission, which is basically just a minute of nothing but a Heartless. And then I'll go over the chest that we passed up, coming up from the mountains, and I'll be going over that. So keep your eye out for that. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And like always, Clyde2K15 here, breaking down videos so you don't have